Let us explore the simplest non-duality teaching in the world. Let's chant together. It's not our fault if we've... Take two. It's not our fault if we've only been exposed to weak-minded teachers and authors who could not instruct themselves out of a wet paper bag. It's not an indictment to all wisdom or spirituality. It's not an indictment to all wisdom or spirituality if the feckless or elitist could not or would not spell out for us duality as well as its transcendence. The oatmeal I just ate is like making my mouth gummy. Okay, let's try this again. Let's begin by remedying that with a review. Level 1, each time we silently and mentally recite the demonstrative pronoun, the stirring or inhalation. Our sympathetic nervous system wires us. So let's see here. What happens if I drag this here? Ooh, that won't do it. Let's see if I drag it here. Go like this. Will that fit better? It actually will. Okay, let's go like this. Okay. The demonstrative pronoun, the stirring or inhalation. Okay, let's jump back. Level 1, each time we silently and mentally recite the demonstrative pronoun, the stirring or inhalation. Our sympathetic nervous system wires us to vulnerably, passively, viscerally, randomly, and fleetingly notice perceptions such as sight, sound, sensations, flavors, and scents. So I think I can make this a little bit easier if I put this here. Let's see if this fits. Level 1, each time we silently and mentally recite the demonstrative pronoun, the stirring or inhalation. Our sympathetic nervous system wires us to vulnerably, passively, viscerally, randomly, and fleetingly notice perceptions such as sight, sound, sensations, flavors, and scents. Level 2, we could also spontaneously notice the full spectrum of human emotions, intentions, cognitions, recollections, and imaginings. Haha. Okay, here we go. Copy. Cowabunga. Level 3, we could spontaneously notice many things, from the external to the internal, from the physical to the mental, from the pleasurable to the painful, from the interesting to the boring, from the glorious to the grotesque. Level 4, we could spontaneously notice the fundamental. Level 4, we could spontaneously notice the fundamental duality cited in Buddhism, that we desire some things and dread others. Level 5, we could spontaneously notice a subtle resistance to the actual absence of what we desire, as well as to the mere prospect. Level 5, we could spontaneously notice a subtle resistance to the actual absence of what we desire, as well as resistance to the mere prospect of its absence. Similarly, we could passively notice the subtle resistance. Let's go over here. To the actual presence of that which we dread, as well as resistance to. Okay, and this should fit. Okay, and together from the top. Similarly, we could passively notice a subtle resistance to the actual presence of that which we dread, as well as resistance to the mere possibility of its presence. As we silently and mentally recite the one syllable verb, let's try this again. As we silently and mentally recite the one syllable verbies during our exhalation, we could physically relax and mentally release. Puppy. Whatever dread or desire, glory or grotesquerie, interest or boredom, pleasure or pain, mental or physical, external or internal. That's odd. Okay, let's go over here. We may have spontaneously noticed during our previous inhalation, causing each pole of duality to smack of the same taste of fleeting non-graspability. Now, because of my editing, we've lost some of the momentum, so let's return to the word as. As we silently and mentally recite the one syllable verbies during our exhalation, we could physically relax and mentally release. Whatever dread or desire, glory or grotesquerie, interest or boredom, pleasure or pain, mental or physical, internal or external or internal, we may have noticed during our previous inhalation, causing each pole of duality to smack of the same taste of fleeting non-graspability. The great South Indian Buddhist philosopher Nagarjuna taught the true truths of the conventional and the ultimate. I'm going to put the word of here. And I'm going to find an image of Nagarjuna. Let's see here. Let's hit boom and insert and pictures and device. Let's go to the pictures folder. Let's go to Buddhist yoga. Let's scroll down to training, QRST. Let's look up for N. Oh, that's so weird. Okay, well, quick like a Benny. Do bear with me. Okay, this is a really nice photograph. Not photograph, but painting. So I'm going to hit copy image. Let's see if this works. Let's put paste. Let's hit wrap text and scroll. And now we get to adjust the size just a little bit. Let's see if this fits okay. Okay, a little bit more to the right. Okay, good. The great South Indian Buddhist philosopher Nagarjuna taught the two truths of the conventional and the ultimate, that we notice during our inhalation and that we feel during our relaxing exhalation. Each being enlightened or not is therefore wired to notice duality during each inhalation, and taste of non-duality during each exhalation. This is not an indictment or contrary, it is necessary. For just as a one-winged bird cannot take to the sky, those who convince themselves that they do not perceive the conventional cannot experience nirvana. Despite the pseudo-spiritual batherings of individuals who think themselves Buddhas, whilst remaining merely self-important boobs. Let us turn our attention to simple perception. As we relax into our exhalation, whatever beauty or ugliness we noticed during our previous inhalation could feel as if it was melting into the simplicity of just sight. As we relax into our exhalation, whatever harmony or discord we noticed during our previous inhalation could feel as if it was melting into the simplicity of just sound. As we relax into our exhalation, whatever pleasure or pain we noticed during our previous inhalation could feel as if it was melting into the simplicity of just sensation. As we relax into our exhalation, whatever deliciousness or disgust we noticed during our previous inhalation could feel as if it was melting into the simplicity of just taste. As we relax into our exhalation, whatever fragrance or foulness we noticed during our previous inhalation could feel as if it was melting into the simplicity of just scent. Now we could turn our attention to our inner life. As we relax into our exhalation, whatever pleasure or pain we noticed during our previous inhalation could feel as if it was melting into the simplicity of just emotion. As we relax into our exhalation, whatever kindness or cruelty we noticed during our previous inhalation could feel as if it was melting into the simplicity of just intention. As we relax into our exhalation, whatever cleverness or foolishness we noticed during our previous inhalation could feel as if it was melting into the simplicity of just cognition. As we relax into our exhalation, whatever clarity or dullness we noticed during our previous inhalation could feel as if it was melting into the simplicity of just recollection. As we relax into our exhalation of what Yes, that preposition does not belong. As we relax into our exhalation, whatever triumph or defeat we noticed during our previous inhalation could feel as if it was melting into the simplicity of just imagination. Let us turn our attention to a set of four dualities, known as the eight failings of the world, Lokavipati and Pali, or as the eight worldly concerns, Astaloka Dharma in Sanskrit, within the context of the four bases of mindfulness. Circumstantial Dharma, the physical. The circumstantial Dhamma, this physical Kaya, the interpersonal Vedana, and the mental Sita. As we relax into our exhalation, whatever wealth or lack we noticed during our previous inhalation could feel as if it was melting into the simplicity of just the circumstantial. As we relax into our exhalation, whatever bliss or pain we noticed during our previous inhalation could feel as if it was melting into the simplicity of just the physical. As we relax into our exhalation, whatever praise or scorn we noticed during our previous inhalation could feel as if it was melting into the simplicity of just the interpersonal. As we relax into our exhalation, whatever fame or shame we noticed during our previous inhalation could feel as if it was melting into the simplicity of just the mental. Liberation from the tyranny of duality could be an effortless and effective process. This is why the Buddha taught mindfulness and meditation. Thank you so much for your patience with my editing. Having completed our opening lesson, I think it could be useful to switch gears. It is General Leia Organa's Saturday evening. Come, let us meditate like a Jedi after approximately 30 seconds of housekeeping. This is Lama Jigme Gyatso of the Buddha Joy Meditation School. For more than 30 years, I've spent about 8 hours a day, almost every day, studying, practicing, mastering, and reverse engineering the teachings and techniques of each school of meditation as a stereotypical autistic. I've done all that so that I could become your nerdy, neurodivergent guide to nirvana. Welcome, my friends, to Meditate Like a Jedi, which is made possible due to the generosity of viewers just like you. One moment while I get to tap the correct document. All right, welcome to this evening's practice text. Whoopsie, let's try that again. Please chant with me. Whatever comes me, all beings let it come. Whatever stays me, all beings let it stay. Whatever goes me, all beings let it go. Welcome to the first of 5 mindful crease counting meditations. Let us rest the great knuckle at the base of our right little finger upon the tip of our left little finger, palms up in our lap. Doing so could gently invite our real or imagined subtle energies to coalesce at the bladder region of our lower abdomen. What is the most efficient way to practice mindfulness? During each time, we silently and mentally recite the demonstrative pronoun this during our inhalation. Our sympathetic nervous system wires us to vulnerably, passively, viscerally, randomly, and fleetingly notice mind's antics of perception. Seeing, hearing, feeling, tasting, smelling, and the like, including our emotion, intention, cognition, recollection, and imagination. What then would be the essence of meditation? Each time we silently and mentally recite the one-syllable verb ease during our exhalation. Our parasympathetic nervous system supports the physical relaxation and mental release of that which we noticed during our previous inhalation. Together, let us practice as a team right now. And remember, the moment you have a specific question about Buddhist chanting, Buddhist philosophy, or Buddhist meditation, do not hesitate to type your question in great detail in the chat window. Welcome to the 2nd of 5 Mindful Crease Counting Meditations. Let us rest the great knuckle at the base of our right ring finger upon the tip of our left ring finger, palms up in our lap. Doing so could gently invite our real or imagined subtle energies to automatically coalesce at the navel region of our mid-abdomen. In harmony with our welcome aboard. In harmony with our inhalation and our exhalation, we could passively notice mind's antics and relax into its non-graspable nature. The moment you have a specific question about Buddhist chanting, philosophy, or meditation, do not hesitate to type your question in great detail in the chat window. Welcome to the third of 5 mindful crease counting meditations. Let us touch the great knuckle at the base of our right middle finger, upon the tip of our left middle finger, palms up in our lap. Doing so could gently invite our real or imagined subtle energies to automatically coalesce at the heart region of our chest, in harmony with our inhalation and our exhalation. We could vulnerably notice mind's antics and relax into its non-graspable nature. Welcome to the fourth of 5 mindful crease counting meditations. This time, upon the 4 knuckles of our right hand, we could rest the tips of the fingers of our left hand. We could invert these two, palms up, in our lap. Doing so could gently invite our real or imagined subtle energies to automatically coalesce at the region of our throat that feels as if it tightens just before we cry. In harmony with our inhalation and our exhalation, let us vulnerably and passively notice mind's antics and relax into its non-graspable nature. Welcome to the fifth of 5 crease counting meditations. This is the final fifth of this evening, so let's make this bad boy count. Let's rest the great knuckle at the base of our right index finger, upon the tip of our left index finger, palms up in our lap. Doing so gently invites our real or imagined subtle energies to automatically coalesce at the crown region of our head. In harmony with our inhalation and our exhalation. Let us passively notice mind's antics and relax into its non-graspable nature. You have taken your first step into a much larger world. If you feel that I have earned it, you could give this live stream a thumbs up. You could even help support this channel. In approximately 13 or so hours, I would very much like to return to lead tomorrow's morning meditation class and group practice. And if you are as geeky as me, may the force be with you always.